Alrighty, folks. I had to jump my truck because when my son was helping me clean it up, he was, rocking out to music and killed my battery, and wasn't very long. So I thought, what the hell? But then I pulled this up, and I'm like, uh-oh, that's got to be fixed. That's probably causing all kinds of havoc with the electrical system. So I'm gonna clean that up. Join me. Let's do it. All right, so we're just going to start pulling off the battery terminals because we got to clean up everything. These, the actual posts, and everything in between, because it all has to be clean in order for it to charge and run everything properly. Let me get something smaller for that. I don't know what that is. I believe we've got one for this one too. Yes, we do. We're going to be able to get it all apart. And let me undo it all, and I'll be right back and show you what we're going to do and how we're going to clean it. I know you look silly in eye protection, but it's to protect your eyes. That's why it's called eye protection. PPE in some cases. Okay, so, and we're pretty much got it all disconnected. I got to get this last little connector off of the post, and then I'll be able to disassemble all this here and get us closer to our goal. But first off, when you pull all these terminals off, you want to lay down something down under them so that as you're brushing them clean, you don't drop a lot of the stuff down in here. Because if you just like rinse it with baking soda to deactivate all this shit, it's going to run down here, and then it will, and I know this by experience, it will start eating everything that it touches. And it might take a few years, but you'll see it. So what I'm going to do is carefully pull all of this stuff off, lay down my towel, and then I'll show you how I clean them up. Same thing with this guy over here. Okay, guys, just to run over sizes. 10 millimeter, 8 millimeter, whoa, 13 millimeter, 13 millimeter, 8 millimeter, and then it all should come off. All right, so with a combination of a good brush, good metal brush, and sandpaper, scrapers, and everything, you'll be able to get them all cleaned up. So in a flash, we'll be right back with clean connectors. I know this might sound silly, but the proper way to use these is, of course, the brush goes on the inside here, and don't just turn it one way, turn it back and forth. Oops. And then that way there, you're using the brushes to the fullest possibility. And when you get done, you should have a nice clean surface to remount to your battery. You gotta do it a little more, and then it'll be perfect. And then what we do is we take some of this stuff here, and what we use this for is to coat all the connections. And once you can coat all the connections with it, it's going to help prevent that corrosion buildup. And you won't have to do this again. Well, at least for a while. And this is interesting. I've owned F-150s before, but I've never seen fusible links like this. That would be a bitch if they blew, man. I bet you that piece is expensive. We shall see, right? All right. Okay, I'm going to finish cleaning them up. I'm going to remove my towel carefully so I don't drop any of the battery acid chunks, and then we'll be right back. Okay, I gathered up all the battery acid corrosion stuff, and I threw it in a biohazard container. No, I'm just kidding. I just threw it out back. So anyway, to complete cleaning, you have to, oh, there it is. You have to take the other side of your battery post cleaner, and These here, you can't really go back and forth because the little wires in there will pretty much bind up, and it's hard to go back and forth like that. But once you do it enough, you'll see that it's very, very clean. I got to do this some more. It's not quite. You just keep doing it until it's clean. These were very bad, so that's looking good. A little more on that one, and see how badly that looks. Well, we'll sit here and crank away on this for a few minutes. You can see debris falling out of there. They are bad. And when you lift, oh, look at that. Look how nice and shiny that's looking. So I'm going to do these a little more, and then I'll show you how I coat everything. All right, so now all we do is we first take the cap off the dielectric grease, and it's okay to apply a liberal amount. For some reason, I hate using that word. And just coat it. I would coat the base. I would coat the entire top, bottom, upside down, everything. Just coat it all up, because this is where all the corrosion is going to start coming out. And here's the negative side. Definitely coat the inside. You can coat the entire piece if you want. I like to wipe a little bit everywhere my fingers can reach. I guess if you wanted to get down and nitty gritty, you could use a Q-tip to get down in the areas that you can't reach with your finger, which is just fine too. You know, do it however you want. This stuff here, you can't really use too much on your battery. It will stay fresh and uncorroded for much longer. Like I said, apply as much as you feel you need. I like to overdo things. That's why I built 2x6s for my garage instead of 2x4s. Overkill sometimes is better than not doing enough. So, all right, I'm going to get all these coated, and then we'll start putting it back together. All right, guys, this is what it should look like. It's all goopy and glopped up, but I can guarantee you these will not corrode up anytime soon. And this, guys, is the way that I would suggest you clean yours. If you have similar issues, this is going to work for you. Everything's nice and tightened up and ready to rock and roll. And I can guarantee you, zero problems. So again, this is dielectric grease, and this is very conductive. So you can't really use this for like your plugs that have wires real close to each other, because they will conduct electricity across from them. I have used them in those, but I've been scraping some up with like a needle and carefully putting it into the female part of the clip, and then when I plugged it in, it pushes it inward, and it works okay. I haven't had any problems yet. So, all right, guys, that is how you properly clean your battery terminals and keep them from corroding back up. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's a help to you when you do yours. If so, give me a big thumbs up. Like our videos. Wait a minute, that's the same thing, right? But anyway, subscribe, because we have a lot more to do to this F-150. We got another video about a major oil leak. I'm actually in the process of waiting for parts, so I figured I would get this video out of the way as well. All right, guys, until next time, take it easy, stay safe, stay free.